Hello, it's Mark. Welcome to Scotch Sunday, and today we have another of the Grangestone line. This is the bourbon cask finish. This is a no age statement, 40% ABV, and so 40% ABV, probably chill filtered, probably, we don't know if it's colored, doesn't say anything about not being colored. So anyway, it says Highland single malt Scotch. And from what I can gather, it is distributed by William Grant & Sons. This is a total line. Only place you can get it in the U.S., at least in Texas, is at Total Wine. So I think it's maybe like a store brand, at least here. But I did hear you could get this in Europe. So I'm not exactly sure. But so if it's done by William Grant & Sons, and I've looked online trying to find out where this comes from. I can't get any indication because if it's William Grant & Sons, they don't own any distilleries in the Highlands. They only have Speysides and Lowlands, and well, I have Irish too. But and the other thing on there, it says produced by the Grangestone Collection, Ayrshire, Scotland, which is actually in the Lowlands. So I no clue where this comes from. There are some distilleries there, but again, they're in the Lowlands, which Guyvan, which is a grain distillery, but no idea where this comes from. So what else? That's really all I can tell you. So we'll go ahead and show it to you in the glass. So 40% ABV, it's probably chill filtered and probably colored. It's almost certainly chill filtered, probably colored. So I will show you the bottle. So read it to you. Grangestone Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, distilled, matured, and bottled in Scotland. Bourbon cask finish, double maturation, matured in specifically selected white oak casks and finished in the finest bourbon oak casks. 40% ABV, that's it. Not the time to have the hiccups. So, okay. All right, so I've done the 12 and the sherry cask. So far, these aren't great. Wouldn't have either one of them. There are better options out there. This is pretty much a bargain brand. This is like a $35, $40, $45 bottle for a $7.50. So has pretty nice legs, as you can see. So I don't have high hopes for this, just because I know that the other two were very underwhelming, and I know that really I don't understand this, because Total Wine has, I guess, basically a line of each one. They have a Highland, they have an Islay, and they have I think they have a Speyside also. But anyway, they have Glenfodre, which is a Highland, which actually, while it is not great, don't get me wrong, it is not great, it is a good bargain. Again, just like this, it's probably the same price, $35, $40, $45 bottles, $45 at the most. Why are they getting the Grangestone line when they have the Glenfodre line? They're both Highlands, I think, I'm pretty sure. Why? So I don't get it, but I haven't tried their Islay line. I forget what that's called. But all right, give this a little bit more spin. Let's see what we get. Green apple is the first thing that pops out. Very sweet, not super sweet, but very sweet. Honey, oak, honey for sure, oaky, I'm getting some malt. The more fresh I smell it, the more honey I get. The honey kind of fades as I nose it. Honey, oak. Smells very sweet, malty, barley sugar. Malt. This is more malt forward than their other ones. But this seems to be pretty well balanced because I'm getting a malty, I'm getting a sweetness, I'm getting a fruitiness, I'm getting oak. As far as fruits go, green apple seems to be what I'm getting most of. Apricot. Green apple and apricot. Quite pleasant on the nose, as was the 12, but the 12 sucked when it came to the palate. So we'll see how this one goes. It's got a very green, earthy kind of tone to this. Some floral notes coming through, more like grass and hay. Yeah, actually, I want to try that again. More hay than grass. Yeah, actually, put a well-balanced nose. Let's see what we get on the palate. Peppery, very peppery. Black pepper, green pepper. I get honey. A lot of ethanol for 40%. I shouldn't get that. I get vanilla on the finish. Very sweet on the finish. Medium short finish. This isn't horrible. Certainly better than the 12 in the sherry cask. But I don't know. Let's see what else we have. More green apple. Green pepper now. Still balanced. I don't get a whole lot of sweetness. It's sweet. I don't get any malt now. The malt is kind of gone. It is still very balanced. Oaky, honey, malty. Yeah, very nice nose. Very nice nose. Kind of reminds me of the 12. Had a really great nose and not so nice on the palate. Green pepper, like green apple, very well balanced. Fruit, malt, oak, sweet, very well balanced. All right. honey, apple, pears, orchard fruit. Get that black pepper. I get a lot of ethanol for a 40% ABV. I get vanilla. And then just that black pepper. Okay. Definitely better than their other two. I still don't think I would keep this on my shelf. There's just better options for that price out there. So, that's a tough one. It's not horrible. It's very cheap. It's very drinkable. It's single malt. If you have to have a single malt, I do think that there's better options there. So I can't go higher than 6, just because I wouldn't keep this on my shelf because there's just better options. But at the same time, it's not offensive. It's drinkable. You know, if you have money to burn, it's worth a try. But it's definitely better than the 12 and the sherry cask. So I'm going to go with 6 out of 10. So, all right, we'll see you next time.